What's going on, everyone? Chris Beans here with Bowlers Rant, bringing you some new updates from the USBC approved ball list. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons and turn on those notifications. I do appreciate your support of the channel. We've got some juicy entries that have just been announced as of Tuesday, August 6, 2024. We're going to go through them, plus the ball images right now. Let's get into it. So, over to the interwebs. Beans, what's the latest? Well, we're going to go through that right now. First on the list, this is a good one, the Eternity Fusion. We're going to go through the names, and then I'm going to show you the ball pictures. Okay, so 900 Global's got an entry for the Eternity Fusion. Next up on the list, the Hammer Black Widow 2.0 La Raza. Okay, that's a mouthful, and I'm Mexican. Guessing that's going to be something specific. We will see. All right, next up from Hammer, this one's guaranteed to be overseas. Purple Pearl Urethane Hammer, parentheses, Korea. Okay, that's interesting. Next up from Roto Grip, the RST Crash. That might make some of the Squad RG heads very, very happy. Okay, got from Storm the DNA Strand. I just did a video on that. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. That ball does look like an absolute monster. Number 6 on the list, the Swag Archive Unlimited. And number 7, the Track Theorem Purple Black. So, what do these balls look like? Well, we're going to look at them right now. All right, first up, here is the Eternity Fusion. This one's interesting. I'm not sure if this is going to be overseas or here, stateside. And I could see this going either way. Not sure. We'll find out. It definitely looks shiny. You see that very old school window style graphic on the side of the ball that typically indicates it's a polished ball. So definitely leaning towards shiny pearl or shiny hybrid. Fusion might be a hint there. Not sure, but time will tell. Next up, here we got the, actually these are out of order. Let's go. Here's the Black Widow 2.0 La Raza. Looks like there's a 45 on there and something about Torneo Internacional. So I'm guessing this has to do with probably a tournament for somewhere in Latin America. So that's interesting. Definitely probably not coming stateside. Or is this one? Here is the Black Widow Purple Pearl Urethane for Korea. Definitely can tell because it's written in Korean. Next up, the RST Crash. This one looks like a solid or sanded hybrid because you don't see any shiny being applied to the graphic here. My bet is that this is going to be going overseas. DNA Strand, this one was definitely overseas. Time will tell if it comes stateside, but I think this one was 1500 grit polished if memory serves, so we don't see 1500 grit polished balls come stateside, but they could always redo the polish if they wanted it here. Never sure, not sure. The Archive Unlimited from Swag. You know, just a quick note in terms of shelf appeal, okay? The DNA Strand, you've got the DNA logo, strands of DNA, that makes sense. Archives are for what you do in computer science for things that are going to be for long-term storage and not used all the time. So what am I supposed to believe? That this is a bowling ball that'll never get used? Well, at scale, that's probably true, but I digress. And the Track Theorem Purple Black. Now, remember, with the Brunswick balls, you don't get the graphic. You get a picture of the ball that has been sanded before it's been tested by the USBC approval process. So we don't know if this is going to be solid, hybrid, or pearl because they all look the same. But it is interesting, and I do like the colors in this limited picture, which is this purple black. So not a bad look for the theorem here. Going backwards, again, here's the trackball, the Archive Unlimited, the DNA Strand. This one was an absolute beast. The RST Crash, looking like some form of ball with surface, probably overseas. This one, the Purple Pearl Urethane from Hammer, definitely overseas. The La Raza, I love to say overseas, but if it's coming to Mexico or Central America, it's really not overseas. It's just somewhere over here in the continental United States, just not in the United States. So definitely not the domestic market. And the big one, the Eternity Fusion. Looking for anybody who knows something about this ball to drop me a comment. Would love to know more, and if it's coming stateside. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, a lot of good information there. As usual, this is just what has been on the approval, the USBC approved ball list. So any of these balls are now able to be used in USBC certified competitions since they're officially on the list. But if you know anything about any of these balls, drop me a comment, and as usual, let's continue the conversation. More updates to come, and until then, bowl well.